Hello Dollar General friends. In this video, I just wanted to show some footage from the clearance event now that it's officially over. I just wanted to share some of the footage that I got where I was looking for penny items. I did not have as much success this clearance event as I had hoped. I did go shopping, I think 3 or 4 different days. I didn't hit a whole lot of stores, but I tried to hit a few just to see if I could luck out and find some of the stores that would put out their gray totes and their boxes of old clearance stuff in hopes that I would luck out and find some penny items. And I did find some stuff, not a ton. Almost all of the penny items that I found were from not the last surprise penny list with all the food on it, but the one before that, the really huge surprise penny list that had all of the party supplies and a few craft items and stuff like that on it. Almost everything I found was from that surprise penny list. It's stuff that I've already got plenty of, so when I see it from afar, I know it's a penny item, so it makes digging through these totes much faster when you kind of have it memorized. I do make sure that I use the app on my phone. I make sure I set it to the correct location and I scan the items and make sure they are ringing up a penny in case I'm wrong about something. I know there are some items that will look super similar or be the exact same item, but they'll have a different UPC number on them. So you really got to make sure you check, like with the frozen paper plates, the party frozen napkins and stuff. They have 2 different UPC numbers on items that are exactly the same. So I try to make sure I do check one of each barcode of the items that I throw in my cart to make sure they're a penny in case I'm wrong. But most of it's kind of already stuck in my brain, so I know which stuff I'm looking for. This was the first time I found those unicorn treat bags there. I found lots of other unicorn party supplies that are a penny, but I hadn't found the treat bags before this day, so I was happy to find those. I feel like that's actually a useful item. This whole cart right here was all the penny items that I pulled out of the gray totes in this store. I did find one thing of allergy medicine, but as you can see, mostly it was just party supplies. The cashier said she was hoping someone would dig through all these totes and pull out the penny items. I didn't have the patience to look for that long, but I at least pulled the stuff that was easy to find. It's too hot to stay outside and dig through totes right now. I kind of wish they had put them inside the store. I did go inside the store before I checked out, and as you see, there was one thing of penny coffee that they had put back in the clearance section, so I did go ahead and grab that. In my opinion, you can never have too much coffee, especially when it's a penny. And I did luck out in this store and find some toilet paper that's on clearance, these True Living packs that say $7 on the front. They were included in the clearance event. As you see, it was up on the sky shelf. I had to get an employee to help me get it all down, but because they had to help me, I did make sure I split my findings with them. I gave 4 to the employees that were working there that day, and then I bought 4 of them. And the good karma from doing that helped me find all of this clearance toilet paper on a end cap of another store. They had a whole shelf of this True Living kind. There's a soft and the ultra strong. They're ringing up with clearance right now, so the next clearance event, you might want to make sure you look out for these. They're the 6 equals 24 pack size. I got just enough that I could use a $5 off $25 coupon and then left some more on the end cap in case someone else wanted some. Try to help someone else find some deals too. I didn't want to be too greedy and take all of the good clearance stuff that I know other people would be looking for. But it is really tempting when you find a great deal on something that you know is useful and you know is never going to go out of date. And then I did notice this whole clip strip of these light clips. They were following the fall and winter hardware. I know some of that stuff is no longer ringing up a penny, so you definitely have to be careful with the winter and fall items right now. The hardware, the gray and blue dot items, they're starting to reset, so definitely make sure you use your app to scan things in case they've gone back to full price. And then in this store, I got super lucky. I spotted these on the bottom of an end cap. This store had 70% off their clearance, so these $7 packs of toilet paper were ringing up for, I think it was like $1.89. It was an amazing price, but the cashier got really mad at me. When I went to check out, she was like, "Did you find this in a box back there?" And I'm like, "No, it was on an end cap. That's why I grabbed it." So I think she had hid some from herself and she thought I found her personal stash. I don't know if an employee put it out and then I got lucky. I don't know. Either way, I got lucky. This store, I found this letter H. I know it's supposed to be a penny, and I flipped it over and there was no barcode. Has that ever happened to you? Because that drives me crazy when you find items that you know is supposed to be a penny, you've bought them plenty of times before, and then you grab it off the shelf to put in your cart, but it's got no barcode sticker on it. The UPC number is gone. That drives me nuts. I try to, if I find a bunch of items, I'll bring the stuff with no UPC to the front, because lots of times the cashiers will just scan one of the other penny items. But it was the only item I found of the signs that was supposed to be a penny, so there was no way for me to prove to them that it was supposed to be a penny, so I just kind of left it on the shelf. I guess it will probably stay there for who knows how long. When it comes to Dollar General, stuff seems to stay on the shelf forever sometimes. Speaking of stuff that stays around forever, there are so many party supplies in the clearance section of every store that I go in. I kind of feel like Dollar General just needs to do a 90% off party supply sale and clear it out, because I'm kind of sick of digging through totes of the same stuff over and over. There's only so many party supplies anybody needs. There's only so many party supplies I want to pick up and find somewhere to donate. But oh well, I do like digging through the bins, even if it's almost always the same exact thing. Let me know in the comments what your experience was. Are you sick of finding party supplies for a penny? Do you wish they would just mark down some of this clearance so we would have new things to dig through? Let me know, and until next time, guys, bye!